Looking a little crazy, right? So this morning on Mother's Day, and I thought, I don't like my hair color. It just, all the green had washed out, and I put a purple dress. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do my hair purple. Sorry about the thing. I forgot to put do not disturb. Anyway, I decided I wanted to do my hair purple, so started the process, and then, well, maybe you guys want to watch the process. So here I am to show you what I do to make my hair go from my white hair to what I talk to you guys all about, the direct dyes. I love them, I love them, I love them. I put on the thumbnail Pravana. There's, remember, all kinds. You could be in another country and they have these colors. Matrix, Pulp Riot. Every brand has these colors. They come out in a tube. It's a what you see is what you get. Before I went to Cabo, I wanted to do green, so I did green. All the green is gone. I went to Cabo April 13th. So here we are, Mother's Day, May 9th or 10th, something like that. And it's all gone. You might see just a tint of it left on my ends, but it's pretty much gone. Right now I wanted to do purple, so I went into my cabinet, and I actually didn't have the purple I wanted. I like to use a really deep purple when I do this, because deep purple on my wet hair for just a few minutes ends up being a nice brighter purple that immediately runs to lavender. But all I have in my cabinet is purple tourmaline, which is a lighter purple. It's not a very dark purple. So what I did was I went and I grabbed their blue. But if I didn't have their blue, it's Pravana Vivids, I could have used Matrix, and I definitely could have used Pulp Riot. You can mix your brands. It doesn't matter. These are all colors. What you see is what you get. There is no developer. The reason why they go on our natural hair and completely wash off is because there is no developer. The no developer means all it can do is lay on the outside of your hair shaft, and the more you wash it, it just comes off. The more porous your hair is, the better these colors will grab. So if you're naturally a straight, silky haired girl, yours isn't gonna last as long as mine. I have a little bit of natural wave to my hair, and so my hair is a little bit more porous. If you're the kinky haired girl, it will last on your hair even longer because your hair is more porous. How long the color will last depends on how often you wash it and how porous your hair is. But remember, it's the developer that makes the color not permanent. But my industry is horrible. You guys know I talk bad about my industry because we're highly undereducated, but not only are we highly undereducated, my industry itself does not label things correctly. Matrix labels theirs as a semi-permanent hair color. A semi-permanent hair color, as many of you have asked me, what about semi-permanent? Semi-permanent uses a developer. That developer pokes holes in your hair. Developer is peroxide. Even if I'm only using a 5% peroxide, which is what semi-permanent hair color uses, I'm still poking holes in the hair, and therefore I am permanently changing my hair color. The difference between semi-permanent and permanent is the ability to lighten the hair, lift color out of the hair. Semi-permanent hair color can only add color, but the problem is it still pokes holes in your hair, which therefore leaves a line of demarcation. That's why when I transition you guys, I love to use direct dyes, because the direct dye will not mess up your natural color. I don't have to worry about overlapping and all that other stuff. But the other reason why I love direct dyes is what I'm doing today. I want to do purple, so I'm doing purple today. I told you I didn't have a dark enough purple, so I just added, oh, let me grab, I need something white. Oh, here we go. I just added a little bit of blue to my light purple to make it a darker purple, because it was much lighter than this when it comes out of the tube. Where's that tube? It's more like a light pinky purple, and this made it more of a deep violet purple. My process is, last night I washed my hair. I'm a nightly washer, but if you weren't, you could just do it in the morning. When you're gonna do these colors, don't put conditioner on your hair. That's a barrier to the color. I want you to shampoo your hair with deep cleansing shampoo. If you don't have a deep cleansing shampoo, then I want you to use shower gel or dish soap. Shampoo your hair, get your hair squeaky clean. Then you don't need to dry it. I want you to leave it on wet, or I want you to leave the hair wet, because when the hair's wet, it allows you to apply the color a lot easier and a lot faster, and it will keep it from going more intense and more deep and dark if you don't want that intensity in the color. And I don't. I like for mine to just look more natural. But if I wanted it to be really intense like the box, you know, if I wanted it to be really dark blue like this, I would need to put it on dry hair. So that's another thing. If you want it to last and you want it to be deep or intense, you need to put it on dry hair. I don't, so I put it on wet hair. The next thing you're going to need are gloves. This stuff will stain your hands, for sure. Hold on. I lost a glove. Gloves are important. Sorry. I'm on light, and I just left. Oh, and there it is on the floor. Speaking of gloves, I love these type of gloves. They sell them in the beauty supplies. One pair will last you a lifetime. They're really thick, and so what's great about them is they really feel like your hands when they're on, and they don't wear out, so you're not going to be throwing a bunch in the garbage. You'll be able to recycle them over and over and over again, and look how easy they come off. Super easy. Black, thick, not the thin ones. They'll put on here reusable. It will say reusable depending on where you're ordering from. Oh, I will put in the description links for all this stuff if you guys want to go online and buy it that way. Okay, so I got my bowl, I got my brush. No developer. Guess what about this color, no developer? When I travel and I know I'm going to be in a swimming pool, my hair's going to fade out a lot, I even take it on vacation. Just throw the whole tube in your suitcase if you want, a pair of gloves, and just the brush, because you could use anything. You could use a paper plate. You could use, you know, most hotels have the glass that we drink from. This stuff will come out of that glass. It's not going to stain it. I hit all my white. I'm super white, as you guys know, right here and right here. So I always hit all the super white stuff first. Now notice how easily it's going on. It's because my hair is wet. I also will always make sure that this is the way my hair parts, so I'm always gonna make sure that I do a really good job on that area. Now I'm gonna come in and I want these white streaks first. Instead of doing this application, like you guys all know, especially if you've colored your hair before, you know, it's part paint, part paint. I'm not gonna do all that because I'm wanting to focus on my white streaks. Now, if you are white all over, you'll want to use a lighter color because quantity is what decides this color. If I'm 100% white, then I'm going to end up being 100% purple. It only is going to show on the white hair. That's it. It's not going to show anywhere else. It will put shine to my other hair, which you transitioners, a lot of you are learning for the first time that your gray hair, silver hair, white hair, whatever you want to call it, has a different texture than your old natural color. Gray hair can be a little bit wiry, and this calms it down too as well. Your yellow, the yellow that comes to our white hair is not from what a lot of people think it's from. It's from aging hair. It's not because you're putting things on your hair. Oh, heat's the number one reason why people think that their hair is yellow when they have turned gray. It's not. It's because it's old. When hair is old, meaning been on our head a long time, it's been blow dried and seen the sun a lot. Those things bring warm tones to our hair. If your hair is white, the only warm tone it can have is yellow. That's where it comes from. So the short-haired people, they don't usually have a white or a yellowing problem because their hair isn't on their head long enough. But for somebody like me, I don't use the purple shampoos. They don't work on my hair. I've tried using them on my hair dry. I've tried every way. They do not work on my hair. They work wonders on some people's hair, but not mine. But if I feel a little yellow, I will get out and do my purple. Purple cancels yellow. So once I do this, this will fade out to the most beautiful. I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of you say your silver is so beautiful and so icy. I think it's because I do these purple direct dyes. Because imagine this hair down here, get this back up here. This hair down here is probably about 4 years old. So imagine how many times it's seen the sun. I love the sun, by the way. I love to go to Cabo every year. I love pools. I love to bike ride. I'm not a sun worshiper, but I love being outside. So therefore you cannot avoid the sun. Okay, the next part I'm going to do is right here. And then the last thing I will do is just put it all over my hair, like shampoo. But I always like to make sure that I hit my white pieces first, so I get a really good application on them. And thank you guys, by the way, for being so patient with all my stupid noises going off and my lack of videos. I've been playing a lot, but I'm going to get back to work. I hope you are having a Mother's Day. If you are a mom, I hope you're having a great Mother's Day. If you lost your mom this year, I am on year 20. It's a volcano. You do okay, and then it erupts. So just know that if you don't have your mama this year, I completely understand. It's nothing you get over. It's nothing, Father's Day is right around the corner. It's the same thing. You get through it. I always say it's time to get to this point. So you 1 years, it'll take you a minute to get to where I am. But once you get there, once you get to acceptance that this wonderful human being is no longer in your life, then you actually can get to gratitude that you had him in your life. Then you start to realize, well, dang, at least I had a good one, because not everybody gets a good one. Some people get terrible parents. You saw that white spot, didn't you? Okay, just need to peek on the mirror here to make sure I did a good job. Because I'm going to show you what the last thing is that I do. So now, there I am. Just get it all over. In any kind of messy way I can, because this stuff is only going to show a little bit. First of all, it's in the back of my head, and I don't really wear my hair up, unless it's in a ponytail where in the house where no one can see me. Okay, my towel keeps dropping because I didn't secure it. And the other thing that you can do, take a big bunch. See how I have it? Oops. See See a little spot there that I missed? If you put it a bunch on like this and then turn your hair, twist, 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 it pushes the color all over the hair. And remember, this is the quickie methodology. There's a way to do this where every little hair gets colored perfectly. But I'm just showing you the fast method because I want you to realize you can do this stuff so fast if you want. It doesn't have to be, oh no, I have to color my hair. I literally, like you can see, I already put my makeup on and everything. Just gonna slap this all over my hair, leave it on for 5 minutes. Remember, I washed my hair already, so all I'm gonna do is rinse this out. And then I will style it and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. And I think I'm just about done. I have a little bit more left in my bowl. Because this purple is not super dark, you can see I got a little bit on my skin there. It won't stain, but if this was the really, remember I told you I like to use the really dark, intense colors. If this was, I would get that off my skin right away because it'll stain it for a couple hours maybe, but this is really light color. And when I wipe, I'll get a towel right now, it'll wipe right off. All right, this is what it looks like after I get it all on. You saw that didn't take. Rinse it off after a 5-minute color application. Thanks for watching and happy Mother's Day. I'll see you in a little bit.